Everyone says 17-inch laptops aren't portable. I've been carrying one daily for a month. And honestly, that advice is outdated. Let me explain why size doesn't matter the way it used to. LG Gram Pro 17, the laptop that defies physics. When I first picked up this laptop, I actually looked at the box again to make sure they hadn't shipped me an empty case. At 2.7 pounds for a 17-inch machine, it feels almost impossibly light. I've owned 13-inch laptops that weighed more. But here's what surprised me even more. This thing is genuinely powerful. The Intel Core Ultra 7 processor handles everything I throw at it. I'm talking multiple Chrome tabs, video editing in Premiere, and running AI tools simultaneously without the fan screaming at me. That dual cooling system actually works. The hybrid AI approach is interesting too. Local tasks like file searches happen instantly through the on-device AI, while the cloud-based features help with writing and scheduling. It's not just marketing fluff. Battery life has been a game changer for my workflow. I regularly get through full workdays without hunting for outlets, and the 90 watt-hours battery delivers on its promises. The 144 Hz variable refresh rate makes everything feel smooth, whether I'm scrolling through documents or unwinding with some gaming after work. What really sells this laptop is the combination you don't usually find together. Ultra-portable devices are typically underpowered. Powerful laptops are usually heavy. The Gram Pro somehow nails both. With 32 GB RAM and a 2 TB SSD, there's plenty of headroom for demanding tasks. If you need serious performance without the backpack workout, this laptop makes a compelling case for itself. Asus Strix Scar 16, when overkill becomes just right. Let's talk about what an RTX 5090 in a laptop actually means. I ran Cyberpunk 2077 with full ray tracing at native 2.5K resolution, and this machine didn't break a sweat. We're talking consistent frame rates above 100 FPS on a display that can push 240 Hz. The Intel Core Ultra 9275HX backs it up with serious processing power for streaming, rendering, or whatever else you're doing while gaming. The display deserves its own conversation. This ROG Nebula HDR panel with over 2,000 dimming zones produces contrast that makes OLED laptops look twice. HDR content actually looks the way it's supposed to, and the 100% DCI-P3 coverage means color work is accurate enough for professional use. That 16:10 aspect ratio gives you more vertical space too, which matters more than you'd think for productivity. What impressed me most is how Asus handled the thermals. Triple fans, a full vapor chamber, and liquid metal cooling keep this beast running at full power without thermal throttling. I've tested plenty of gaming laptops that promise performance but turn into space heaters under load. The Scar 16 stays surprisingly manageable. The tool-free upgrade system is genuinely clever. Slide a latch, pop off the panel, and you've got direct access to RAM and storage without voiding anything. With 32 GB DDR5 and a blazing fast 2 TB SSD already installed, most people won't need upgrades immediately, but the option matters for longevity. This is the laptop you buy when you're serious about maximum performance. MSI Raider 18HXAI, the desktop replacement that actually replaces your desktop. The first thing you notice is the sheer size of this machine. An 18-inch display isn't subtle, but that QHD Plus panel at 240 Hz makes every other laptop screen feel cramped. I've been using it for video editing, and having this much real estate without plugging into an external monitor changes how I work. The extra vertical space alone justifies the footprint. Here's where things get interesting. 64 GB of DDR5 minus 5600 RAM. Most gaming laptops top out at 32 GB, but MSI doubled down. I can run virtual machines, have dozens of browser tabs open, edit 4K footage, and still have headroom left over. The RTX 5080 with 16 GB of GDDR7 handles everything from ray-traced gaming to AI workloads without compromise. I've been testing stable diffusion models locally, and the performance rivals dedicated workstations. The Intel Core Ultra 9285HX brings serious processing power, and paired with that 2TB Gen 4 SSD, load times are basically non-existent. What really separates this from other gaming laptops is the connectivity. Killer Wi-Fi 7 delivers insane wireless speeds, but that 2.5 GBE LAN port matters if you're serious about network performance. The UHS 3 SD card reader is genuinely fast too, which anyone transferring large photo or video files will appreciate. This isn't a laptop you're carrying to coffee shops. At this size and spec level, it's a portable workstation that happens to game incredibly well. If you need maximum performance and genuinely want to replace your desktop setup, the Razer 18 delivers without the usual compromises. Razer Blade 16, premium performance without the gamer aesthetic. Razer built this laptop for people who want top-tier specs without looking like they're about to enter an esports tournament. The all-black CNC aluminum chassis feels more executive than gamer, but don't let the subtlety fool you. That RTX 4090 inside delivers graphics power density that's 30% higher than competing 16-inch laptops, which translates to real-world performance gains in demanding titles. The OLED display is legitimately stunning. With a 240 Hz refresh rate and 0.2 milliseconds response time, competitive gaming feels incredibly smooth, but what sets this panel apart is the contrast ratio. True Blacks and HDR 500 certification make single-player games look cinematic. I've been playing through Alan Wake 2, and the difference between this OLED and standard IPS panels is night and day. Razer's vapor chamber cooling deserves attention. The single-piece design with ultra-thin exhaust fins keeps the i9-14900HX running at full speed without thermal throttling. I've pushed this thing hard with rendering projects and extended gaming sessions, and the keyboard deck stays surprisingly cool thanks to those NASBIS insulating sheets. The temperature difference is noticeable compared to other high-performance laptops. The Snap Tap feature is interesting for competitive players. It prioritizes the most recent key press between assigned keys, which eliminates the delay when counter-strafing in games like Counter-Strike. With 32 GB RAM and a 2 TB SSD, this machine handles everything from AAA gaming to professional creative work. If you want desktop-class performance in a sleek package that doesn't scream gamer, the Blade 16 nails that balance. Asus ProArt P16, the creator's laptop that actually gets color right. This laptop targets a specific audience, creators who need accurate color reproduction and serious processing power. That 4K OLED touchscreen covers the full color gamut, which matters when you're working on projects that need to look identical across different displays. I've been color grading video footage, and the accuracy here rivals dedicated professional monitors. The AMD Ryzen AI9HX 370 is a beast for creative workloads, with 12 cores hitting up to 5.1 GHz. Rendering times in Premiere and DaVinci Resolve are noticeably faster than previous generation chips. The RTX 4060 handles GPU acceleration well, though it's clearly positioned for creative work rather than high-end gaming. It's enough power for 3D modeling, video editing, and AI-enhanced workflows without overkill. What sets this apart from gaming laptops is the build quality and design. The chassis feels professional, and that 90 watt-hours battery delivers solid longevity for unplugged work sessions. The included Thunderbolt 4 and USB hub expander address connectivity needs right out of the box, which saves you from hunting for dongles. With 32 GB of onboard RAM and 2 TB storage, there's plenty of headroom for large project files and asset libraries. If you're working in Adobe Creative Cloud, Blender, or similar professional tools, the ProArt P16 delivers the performance and color accuracy you need without the gamer aesthetic.